Well, hi guys. This is Donna from Flavors with a Twist. And how are my flavor twisters doing today? I hope that you're doing well. What we're going to do today, flavor twisters, we are going to make another quick and easy recipe. We are going to make some smothered pork steaks. And you see right here, let me get it on paper towel. And you see right here, I have some beautiful pork steaks. I just have 3 of them. And I washed them and patted them dry. So we're going to be smothering these. Over here, I have some baby bella mushrooms, a whole onion that I sliced. I have a green bell pepper slice. I have 4 cloves of garlic in here that's chopped, some olive oil, some butter. And in this dish, guys, I have a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, tablespoon of seasoning salt, teaspoon of paprika, and a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're going to mix that up, and we're going to pour that mix, sprinkle that over the pork steaks. And then we're going to cook these off, make a delicious gravy, guys. And you're going to really love this. And one thing about pork steak, you want to put these in some type of sauce or gravy, or if you cook them in the oven, cover them and cook them. But believe me, guys, cooking them for a few minutes on each side, you're going to have some rough meat. So I'm going to show you the proper way to cook these, and I think you're really going to love this recipe. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, that seasoning that I put in here, what I'm going to do is mix it all together. That way we will have our seasoning combined. Okay. If you know anything about me, I'm not one for shaking stuff all over my counters and stuff, which this will probably go in there too, but I'd rather have them blended. This is the way my mom used to do it, because my mom used to cater. So she would blend her seasonings together, and it's easy to just sprinkle them on just like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is season each side of these pork steaks. Okay. And we're going to sear these babies off. They're going to be delicious, guys. And I got one over here, and I'm just going to season that one also. All right. They're pretty big. And that's why I said you want to make sure this is pork, guys. You don't want to feed anyone raw pork. And then on top of that, if pork is not cooked correctly, it will be tough. So, it's certain meats that is not made just to be seared for a few minutes. That's like steaks. Most steaks, if you got a good steak, ribeye, porterhouse, things like that, filet mignon, you can do that. But round steak, you better put that round steak in some gravy, or you might as well take your shoe off and say, get busy, because it's just like shoe leather. So, it's different steaks, especially the cheaper cuts of steak. I usually put them in like a gravy of some sort, and they're tender. You could cut it with a fork. So keep that in mind, guys, when you buy meats. You could get the cheaper cuts, but don't fix them like you would fix a regular cut of meat. It's not going to turn out correctly. Okay, we're just going to dump this on like that. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to get ready to sear these off, guys, and we're going to make a delicious meal. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, what we're going to do is put about 3 tablespoons of butter in the pan. Well, this is a pretty big pan. I'll put 4. Okay. And what we want to do is pour in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, I got the tablespoon here. 1. Okay. Now we're going to let that heat up, and then we are going to start doing our veggies. And another thing, guys, I didn't have any flour on there. We need flour. I got 4 tablespoons of flour in here. I was like, what am I forgetting? I be moving so fast sometimes. Okay. Here we go. Let that melt, let it get hot, and we'll put our veggies in. Okay, guys, I think our skillet is ready. So, what we're going to do is start putting in our pork steaks. It'll come up to 10. And start searing. These things are pretty big too. Okay. Put that in there. Okay. Let me turn this up a little bit. And they're going to cook. And we're going to brown them on each side. And then we're going to make our gravy. And here we go, guys. So we're going to let these go until like they kind of lightly brown on each side. After it browns on that side, I'll flip them over. Okay, guys, it has been going like 6 minutes, and I'm going to flip them over. Yum, look at these guys. Okay, so I'm going to let them go like 6 minutes on this side. And we'll be taking them out. And they're not done, guys. That's why I said we're going to put them in a nice gravy, and they're going to be so tender. So, let these finish cooking. Okay, guys, they have been going 6 minutes on this side. So, I'm going to take them out, and we're going to make our gravy. Here we go. Don't they look beautiful, guys? So, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to put 2 more tablespoons of butter in here. And we're going to start searing off our veggies. Okay? And leave all of those brown bits in there from the pork steak. Alright. Now what we're going to do first, we are going to put in our onions and our bell pepper. So let's put the onion in. Boy, they're hanging on, aren't they? Okay. And we're going to put in our bell pepper. And we are also going to stir in those mushrooms, the baby bella mushrooms. Okay. Now we're going to stir those in. Awesome. Why do I have that whisk? Don't pay me no mind. Okay. Now we want these to get a little soft and the onions a little translucent. Alrighty. So, and what I'm going to do is sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper over these veggies. Yum. Okay. So now, just let those saute. Okay, now they have been going about 4 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is stir in that garlic. We're gonna put that in. Yummy. It smells delicious in here, guys. And now once that garlic gets fragrant, it's gonna really smell delicious. I can smell it already. And also, guys, what I did, I have 2 cups of chicken broth, and I have 1.5 cups of heavy cream. So we're going to put that in the gravy also. Yum. Now what you want to do is start adding the flour. And we want this to cook off. Now it's 4 tablespoons of flour. I usually use between 3 and 4 tablespoons. And we'll see how this goes. And you want it to cook off. I'm going to put it all in. That's 4 tablespoons. And mix it around real good. Yum. Okay. This is going to be delicious. And I like cooking mine in this skillet. Look, it's been going up in the 90s for the last couple of weeks, and I don't really want to turn that oven on. I'm going to tell you, it's hot in here. I have my air on though, but if I can get away from turning that oven on, I will. So I like to use this skillet, and I can put the lid on it and turn it down, and it'll cook exactly like it's in the oven. You can find this skillet on my Amazon store. And I mean, this is a great tool to have because, like I said, it controls the heat. You could control your heat this way. You don't have to worry about things burning. Okay, so let this finish cooking off, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, guys, let's start adding that chicken broth. We'll let that go, and it will start to thicken. Now, let me add the rest. Let it go till it thickens. Start thickening. Then we're going to add our heavy cream. It's going to be delicious. Okay, guys, look at this. Yum. Now what we're going to start doing is adding the heavy cream. And it will thicken and get back up with the heavy cream. And it's going to make your gravy a little light, but once you put the meat in there and simmer it, it will darken back up. Let me see here. Just pour it all in there. Now we're going to let this come up to a boil. Then we'll add our steaks. And guys, before we add our steaks, I have a teaspoon of onion powder in here, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of seasoning salt. And we're just going to add that. I'm just going to shake it around like this. We're just going to add that to the gravy. Yum. And we're going to put in some black pepper. You cannot have gravy without black pepper. Oh my goodness. That really takes it to the next level. Now, let's see what it's doing. Yum. So I'm going to let this go a few minutes, and we're going to add the steaks. Okay, guys, I'm back. And look at our gravy. I want to taste this so I can see what it tastes like. Okay. Oh my, that's delicious, guys. It's really delicious. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to put these pork steaks in the gravy, and I'm going to put the lid on them and let them simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. Look at that. Yum. These are going to be delicious. And here go the oil from the pork steak. I'm pouring that into. What you want to do, they're in the gravy. Move them around. And then you want to flip them over so they'll be submerged in it. Just like that. Don't they look good, guys? And we're going to put the lid on it and let this go for, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour. And these things will be so tender, you will not believe how tender they'll be. Okay. There we go. So, I have the lid here. I'm going to put these on. And I'll see you in about 45 minutes to an hour. But I'll let you know exactly how long I left them in there. See you then. Okay, guys, I'm back. And look at our beautiful pork steaks. I turned them off. They're still simmering a little bit. That's because this is an electric skillet. But I turned them off. And they are so tender, guys. I'm getting ready to plate these up. And I'm going to show you how it looks and tell you how it tastes. And I left them in there exactly 1 hour. I'll be right back. Well, hi guys, I'm back. And I just want to show you how tender this pork steak is. I just have some broccoli here that I did in butter and garlic, and I did some rice-a-roni, and I put some of that gravy over there. But I didn't figure that I had to show you guys how I did rice-a-roni. So now, let's try this pork steak. And this one was so tender, it just broke up. They're all like that. Look at this, guys. Yum. And this gravy is amazing. Guys, this is delicious. And that gravy, I'm trying to tell you, that gravy is out of this world. See how it's just breaking up? Look at this. Look. See how tender? Oh my goodness. It's just breaking completely up. You see how, even though I added the heavy cream and how light the gravy was once it finished cooking, that's how you knew that pork steaks was not done. Because once they finish cooking, look at the gravy color now. So that tells you right there. These are delicious. So, for this recipe and more, go to flavorswithatwist.com. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of all the recipes that I upload. This is Donna from Flavors with a Twist. Bye.